Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to show you one of the models from Ryobi's 1+ range, the R18DD3 drill driver. But I won't say any more for now. Let's check it out in the next segment. See you in a moment. So here's the drill driver in question, the Ryobi R18DD3, which is a pretty standard machine in the Ryobi range. And of course, it's compatible with all Ryobi 1+ batteries. That means if you already own, tools and especially batteries from the same range, you can reuse them with this machine. And while we're talking about the battery, know that a 2 amp hour battery will be more than enough for this drill driver. Of course, if you want more runtime, you can go for a battery of at least 4 amp hours. As for the motor, it's a standard brushed motor. That means you don't get the benefits of a brushless motor, especially the better battery life management. As for the grip, it's pretty good. Of course, it's not the most compact tool in the Ryobi range, but it's a fairly standard, pretty mainstream model. And so regarding the weight of this drill driver, we're looking at a weight of 175 kilograms. So it's a relatively lightweight, of course. That's the weight of the tool without the battery, so it's still reasonable. Plus, it has a grip that's pretty comfortable, offering a good hold and solid grip, and the buttons are well placed under your fingers, whether it's the trigger or the direction switch button. There you go. And on top of that, there's a middle position that lets you lock the trigger to prevent it from accidentally starting. As for the motor's response, it's relatively efficient, even though of course the motor brake is a bit less effective than on a brushless motor. When it comes to settings, on top you'll find a classic feature, the speed adjustment with 2 positions. So position 1 lets you reach 500 revolutions per minute, and position 2 goes up to 1800 revolutions per minute. Of course, there's also a torque ring, another classic feature, with 22 settings and, of course, the maximum setting, which is used for drilling and lets you take advantage of the maximum tightening torque of 50 Newton meters. As for the chuck, again, nothing really new here. It's a keyless chuck that makes it easy to install drill bits. And just so you know, with this chuck, you can use drill bits ranging from 2 millimeters up to 13 millimeters in diameter. Regarding the accessories that come with this machine, since it's sold as a bare tool, that is, without a battery or charger, you'll still get a long bit here that will let you drive flathead screws, of course, but also PZ2 type screws. And finally, just before we see a demonstration of this drill/driver and check out how it performs in different situations, especially drilling and driving, let's talk a bit about its technical specifications. So earlier, I mentioned that it's powered by an 18-volt battery and has a brushed motor. It has a maximum tightening torque of 50 Newton meters. It's not the most powerful machine in terms of torque, but 50 Newton meters, in my opinion, is the minimum for a drill/driver. As for the rotation speed, it reaches 1800 revolutions per minute, which is also quite significant and in line with other models on the market in this category. For your information, this means you'll be able to drill holes up to 38 millimeters in diameter in wood and up to 13 millimeters in diameter in metal. Now, let's see how this drill/driver performs in action. And to start, we're going to drive in a fairly simple screw, since it's a screw with a diameter of 3 millimeters. As for the bit, of course I've chosen the one that matches the screw head, in this case a PZ2. And regarding the speed, for now I'm setting it to speed 1. And as for the torque setting, well, we'll set it to position 10. That should be more than enough. Anyway, if I run into any issues, I'll increase the torque if necessary. So here, we need a bit more torque to really get the screw flush with the surface. So let's go easy. There we go. And so my screwing was quick, really no problem, and my screw is perfectly flush. Now let's see how it goes with a slightly bigger screw, since we're using a 4 millimeter diameter. As for the bit, I haven't changed anything, and the settings are the same too. There you go. So there was a little slip while screwing, but that's because I think my screw is a bit damaged, since I tend to use them pretty often for my tests. And here I can see that the screw head is a bit worn, but otherwise it's going well. My screwing was fairly efficient, and the screw head is perfectly flush. We finished this screwing session with an even bigger screw, since we're at 16 millimeters in diameter. Of course, I used the bit that matches this type of screw, in this case a PZ3 bit. So there you go. Here too, no problem, even though the screw is pretty big, and my screwing is perfectly flush without any issues. And as you saw, there was no slipping, right? Since my bit is new, And actually, I used a brand new screw for this occasion. Now, let's see how this machine performs when drilling by drilling into a piece of MDF, and I used a 10mm diameter drill bit. As for the settings, well, I immediately set it to speed 2 and to the drilling position on the torque ring. So honestly, as you can see, really drilling went smoothly without any issues. Now let's see how it performs drilling into a piece of metal. So I'm going to put a bit of cutting oil on the drilling area. And of course, I also used a drill bit suitable for metal, in this case a 5mm diameter bit. And I even made a small notch with my center punch to keep the drill bit from slipping. And as you can see, it's nice and steady, so now I can start drilling calmly. Oh, right, I also forgot to mention for the settings, well, I kept the cutting ring in drilling mode and switched back to position 1 for speed. So as you can see, really no problem at all. As you saw, we're dealing with a pretty powerful machine that more than gets the job done, especially for screwing or drilling. Whether it's wood or metal drilling, really no problem at all. As for the motor, it's a classic brushed motor, which means you don't get the benefits of a brushless motor, but it allows the brand to offer this drill driver at a really attractive price. When it comes to handling, it's actually pretty good. It's not the most compact machine, since Ryobi offers HP series models that are much more compact. Here, we're looking at a slightly more traditional model with a brushed motor, but the weight is still reasonable and the grip is excellent, which means you'll be able to control this machine easily whether you're screwing or drilling. And finally, regarding the price, you should note that this machine is offered at a really attractive price, namely 67 euros. So that's the price for the machine without the batteries. On the other hand, there's also a pack for 137 euros with two 1.5 amp hour batteries, which will let you get quite a bit of work done, and above all, will keep the weight very reasonable for this type of machine. So if you really don't already have any One Plus batteries and you want to invest in a drill driver for occasional projects, this is definitely a model I highly recommend. If you're interested in this machine, check the description. I'll put the references for the best sellers there at the best price. All right, this video is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. In any case, I'll see you very soon for a new video. See ya!